Welcome back to Graduate School Moments with T. I am your host, Dr. Toby Oshikoya. Welcome, fam. Hi, fam. Today, I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys a little bit about some job strategy tips or job market tips that were useful to me during my search. And so I want to come on here and share them with you guys so that you can be as successful as I was during my job search. So, all right. So I just want to first say that it is a numbers game. That's just what it is. That's like the summary. It is a numbers game. All right, let's just delve into it. The first thing that I would suggest that you do is I updated my LinkedIn profile. Okay, so this would what I would call the LinkedIn strategy. All right, LinkedIn is great for building a network and for kind of having a professional. So something that I noticed is whenever I applied for positions, either the recruiter or the hiring manager or a member of the team would go to my LinkedIn profile and check out what I am about. When I receive that notification, if they are not viewing in the private mode, it was both encouraging but also nerve-wracking. But LinkedIn was very important in my strategy. So I would suggest that you update your LinkedIn profile and use it for networking. Go into the company that you want to work for, you want to work with, go into their LinkedIn profile and see what they have, what jobs they're advertising, and the people in that location, so that you can contact them for informational interviews about the position that you're interested in. LinkedIn strategy is great for networking. Networking is very important. So then you have to update your profile. Like I mentioned in the video about your CV or resume, link will be somewhere here once I figure it out. You have to target your resume or CV for that position that you're applying for. And so LinkedIn is the place where you can put every single thing on your CV that's not on your resume. Okay, so when they see your resume, they go to your CV, they can take a look at some of the things that is not included on your resume and look at you as a complete package that you are, as the badass package that you are. So I would suggest that you update your LinkedIn profile before you start applying for jobs, okay? And even before you start reaching out to people, because before they can respond to your information interview request, they're going to look through your profile, first to determine if you guys have anything in common and to determine how best they can help you while you're navigating for that job that you're applying for, okay? So I would suggest that you update your LinkedIn profile before you start applying for jobs and before you start reaching out to people for informational interviews. Another reason for LinkedIn strategy is to increase your footprint, like I mentioned. And to do that, you have to ensure that you're engaging on LinkedIn. So you're commenting on like-minded posts, you're liking or celebrating like-minded events, especially for the company that you're interested in working for, so that they can start seeing you and you can start popping up to their feeds. And then when you apply for that job, they've seen you before on LinkedIn, and so they recognize that name in the CV and might encourage them to at least spend a few seconds on your resume to see if you're a fit for the position. So I would suggest that you try the LinkedIn strategy by updating your LinkedIn profile and increasing your engagement on LinkedIn, just like you do any social media platform, right? You want to increase your engagement on LinkedIn so that you're seen by recruiters, key opinion folks in the company that you want to work with. All right. So next strategy that we're going to talk about is the job application, job post itself. So the strategy that I would say, the first is to apply for jobs that you qualify for, but also apply for jobs that you're slightly underqualified for, right? Well, in your opinion, that you think that you're slightly underqualified for. So for instance, if the job requires a postdoc and you think that your PhD degree and your PhD training was just as rigorous as a postdoc that you know of, then go ahead and apply for that job even though you don't have postdoc experience. I did that in my case and it worked out for me. Okay? So apply for jobs that you qualify but also are seemingly underqualified for. The next step is to focus on the job requirements and job description more than you would focus on the job qualifications. The job requirements and the job description, there is when the company would describe the role, the expectation of the person in this role, what they're also going to be doing. If you look at the job qualification, sometimes you might not have the qualifications that you're looking for, but you're able to do the things that are described in the job description and the job requirements while not having the exact qualifications that you're looking for. So I would suggest that you focus on job description and job requirements, because some of the things on there, you've done them before in the past, whether it's as an extracurricular activity or whether it's doing your PhD and not your postdocs. I suggest going into the job description and requirements, prioritizing those two over job qualifications. Capiche? If the job was posted on LinkedIn, I would suggest sometimes LinkedIn has this option where you can contact the recruiter, and it's usually when you contact the recruiter, it's usually via a free message and not an email that you have to use a credit for. And so when you can, I would suggest reach out to the person next to the job post. You will see that on LinkedIn, and you can always email them and say that. So LinkedIn has this feature where when you email them, it has a pre-filled template that you can use. I always edit the templates whenever I am reaching out to recruiters via this feature. So I just always edit it to make sure that it is targeted, but I also ask for an opportunity for an information interview to discuss the role and how I might be a fit for that position. If the job that you're interested in has that feature where you can contact the person on that job post, go ahead and do that, because you will know when you contact them, you will know three things, whether you're a fit for the job. You would also know what stage they are in recruitment. When I contacted somebody like that, one of the recruiters, I was told that they've already done all the interviews and they're about to offer the candidate the position. And so even though the position was still on LinkedIn, they're already in the final stage of hiring somebody for that position. But I wouldn't have been able to know that if I had not contacted the recruiter. So you will know what stage in the application they are for that position. And then the third one is that you're able to give a pitch to that person, to that recruiter, that about how you're a fit for the job. Okay, so contacting the recruiter on the job post is beneficial for those three reasons that I mentioned. And so I just want to also plug in that even though I didn't use it, I know someone that used Indeed quite extensively, and they were able to actually go onto a few and so if you are more familiar with Indeed, then go ahead and use Indeed, and I would hopefully maybe I can have that person come on and feature them to describe their strategy for Indeed and how they were able to be successful with that platform. I use LinkedIn and I was successful with LinkedIn, and so I am sharing what I've learned from my experience with LinkedIn with you guys. All right, so now I wanted to close. LinkedIn has this very nice feature where you can apply via LinkedIn for a job. So it's usually easy apply feature, and so I would recommend using Easy Apply. When I started applying for jobs, I didn't believe in that feature because I thought, oh, they're never going to see that if it's not going to link me to the company website and to the company's application portal. But the most ironic thing is that the job that I got was because I applied for I applied for the job via the easy apply feature. So turns out that recruiters actually use the easy apply feature. So don't rule that out in your job search. And it's funny because I had actually already gone through the entire process of interview, and they were about to hire me when the recruiter said, hey, do you mind applying for that job on the company website? So if you are able to use the easy apply feature, go ahead and use it. Don't rule that out like I did earlier in my job search. All right. But like I mentioned, everything works together for my good. Okay. And even though I didn't use it at that point, the earlier point, even though I didn't use it at the earlier point of my job search, it ended up working when I was in the right position for a job, when I was ready to be able to accept the job that I got right now. So he makes everything work together for our good, right? Okay, so as we have done in previous videos, I would like to close these video with a Bible passage for you guys. So today's scripture is from Romans chapter 8 verse 28. Okay, and it goes like so. And we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to his purpose. So basically, this passage, this is the ESV version. This passage basically says that the Lord makes all things work together for my good, your good, our good. If for those that believe in him, and for those that are called by him, and for those that his children, and every single one of us are his children. Okay, and so this Bible passage is telling us that he makes all things work together for our good. So even if one strategy you didn't work out, it's actually moving you one step closer to that job that is perfect for you. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for indulging. Thank you guys so much for indulging me. And if you have any strategies that you use, if you have any strategy that you use if you have any strategy that you used and was successful and helpful in you getting the position that you're in, please share it in the comment section and let everyone gain from your experience. And so thank you so much for being here. Thank you all. I really appreciate it. And until next time, au revoir. Bye. Peace. Bye, guys.